we're set for a good AFC matchup between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Los Angeles Chargers. Two teams trying to stake their claim to postseason football. Week 14 of the NFL is underway. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Now on first down. And right away he lost the football. But I think a Bengal player was able to get in there. He was. And they'll keep possession of the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. So the shotgun snap to Allen. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. Excellent work that time to get free, and for his exploits, he's going to be left with just a 3rd and 3. I thought they were going to sack him there like they did on first down. Great coverage, but he found a way to move with his legs.
Yeah, his ability to take off, not only did he get some yardage back, he got a little bit extra. Really helps him on 3rd down, makes it manageable now.
Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3.
Detroit! Detroit!
Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. And the 3rd down pass falls incomplete.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. Officially just 27 yards there on the punt. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. So Rivers will lead the Chargers out 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. Play fake to Gordon. Now Rivers. And he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. That one goes for 24 yards. A nice little completion there by Phillip Rivers. And you and I were reading the article yesterday, 5th grade. Rivers had to do a project where he had to make a poster about his dreams and aspirations. So he clipped out a football player from a magazine article and pasted his face on the helmet. That's what he wanted to be, and it turned out okay.
Not so bad at all. Remember, he's the son of a coach. And on that play, I think he made the old coach proud with that completion.
The linebacker Ryan Shazier there to make the tackle.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
The rush defense stout on first down. Here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Now a 2nd down throw for Rivers. It's complete to Williams. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up fourth down. And Sturgis able to knock it through, and the Chargers grab themselves a 3-0 lead. So an opening drive field goal maybe doesn't whip this crowd into a frenzy, but I think that they will take the early lead.
There's no doubt about it. They will always take the early lead, and maybe that celebration comes later if they play well and they can break things open. But right now, this is all about letting the offense just get settled in.
Cincinnati now ready to take the field and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
Throwing on first down is Allen. And that is incomplete here. And this passing game's whole offense really didn't show up in the loss last week, and it hasn't started all that great here either.
Yeah, and they can't let that incompletion become an uh-oh moment. Like, oh boy, here we go again. Just like last week, each game is its own entity, treated as such.
Line of scrimmage, again the 25, second and 10. Back to the air on second down. It's Allen. This one grabbed by A.J. Green. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That goes for a gain of 31.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for first and 10. Here's a carry now for Keith Marshall. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Credit the tackle there to Uchenna Nwosu.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. They'll run it now out of the gun. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 12 yards that time and a Cincinnati first down. The first drive this unit had, they punted. This drive, much more polished, just looking crisper, aren't they, moving the ball?
Maybe the first drive was a little bit of a wake-up call. Probably a little bit angry that they had to punt the ball away the first time they had it. Got motivated, got to the sideline, said, okay, let's not let that happen here as we take over again.
The first carry for the second-year man, Joe Mixon. And he'll keep it moving down to the 15-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. The 6 yards on the pickup, and it leaves him with a 1st and goal.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. And I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
Detroit! Detroit!
They'll give it to Mixon. Give him 3 on the gain there. 2nd and goal.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. He'll get it up the middle. And they'll get him down here at about the 5-yard line. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
Alongside Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin, and it's the Bengals with the football to begin quarter number 2. And they'll come up looking to keep this drive moving. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? Allen going to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off down near the 5.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
He'll start the drive with a run by Gordon. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Second down, Rivers. Got a man over the middle. It's Williams. And he'll get it up a little shy of the 15. They'll spot him down at the 14-yard line. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down.
Ready, Delta!
3rd and short yardage, Rivers. Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. Nick Vigil in there to get him for a loss of 9, and that'll lead to 4th down. Here's Donnie Jones now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. And he's able to get it out quickly, and this is not a bad kick here. Ross on the return. Wow, evasive.
Make a miss.
Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the Bengals will take over in terrific field position. The Bengals getting set to go. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it to the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try to move the football.
And he'll go down at the 28. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and it'll be 2nd and about a yard to go for the first.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They've become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Now the Bengals on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. From the gun, it's Allen. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26. From the gun, Allen. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Allen will try again on 2nd down. He's going to take a shot for the ends. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Jaleel Adai. And he will take it out to the 25-yard line.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
So Rivers will lead the Chargers out 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Delta!
Following the interception here, Rivers. Now he'll be wrapped up around the waist and pushed down. Geno Atkins able to swamp him from that defensive tackle spot for a loss of 5. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. Rivers. Benjamin with it over the middle. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. First time they've hooked up here. Good for 17 and a first down.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Now Gordon on 1st down. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Hey, Delta! 380!
Rivers now on 2nd down. Over the middle, he's got Tyrell Williams. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down. Two first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10.
0.
Rivers on 1st down. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Hunter Henry. And it's 2nd down.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
A 2nd down throw for Rivers. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they didn't completions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Rivers again. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
It's always a goal, and it's really nice defensively when you can rally to the football and make sure there's enough contact to force an incompletion.
Force an incompletion and force another punt. Here's Donnie Jones now as he'll punt it away for the second time. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And 2 interceptions thrown here in this first half. You hear it, no matter the sport, they say the great athletes, they can kind of have a short-term memory, but that's easier said than done.
It is easier said than done, but I played with a guy who threw 2 interceptions in the first quarter of a really big game we were playing.
Johnny Unitas?
And no, not quite of that level and not of that age. But I was
going for the age.
I remember looking over at him, and he was smiling. And I thought, what is he smiling about? It's because he had enough confidence in himself.
And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Adrian Phillips. And he will bring this down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line. They had him back deep, got the interception, and now they start inside the 10.
Partner forgets starting inside the red zone. They're inside the green zone. From the 10-yard line in, a lot of teams call it that because that's the money zone. Get it into the end zone and make your cash.
Rivers now sets up the screen to Gordon. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He can make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly.
Delta!
To throw on second down, Rivers. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Offensively, when you see cover 2, the thought has to go through the quarterback's head. Drive the football when making throws. It's not just the deep guys covering. It's the guys underneath you have to be careful of. Drive your throw. Otherwise, you see what results? Interceptions.
So after the INT, it's Allen. And he couldn't hang on. Would have been their 4th pick of the game. Instead, second down.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync. Only way to play good defense.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. And here's Allen throwing again. And the catch made. It's Tyler Boyd. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Detroit! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
On first down, Allen. Looking deep downfield. And that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So this is just an incompletion here. Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. Allen again here on 2nd and 10. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Rookie Derwin James with a pick. And he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line. That late in the clock, second quarter, why not just run it a time or two and get it into the locker room?
What you're saying makes absolutely perfect sense. Run it and get out of there. But I'm just wondering if the pressure of today's NFL and the high-powered offenses that you're facing may have forced them into saying, let's try and get some more points.
Here's Gordon. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Charger first. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense, as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. Now Rivers going to give to Gordon on the draw. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number one. The stop for no gain brings up 2nd and 10 from the 20. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Rivers into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 11. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Likely time for one final snap as they start out 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. That's complete to John Ross. That goes for a gain of 31. Just like that, out of danger and up past the 40 now for 1st and 10. A final shot before half for Allen. Going deep downfield for Ross. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? These offenses seemingly still back at the hotel for the first half. 3-0 our score as the second half gets underway. Now Jones. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. Out comes the Chargers as they'll go on offense now to start this third quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. They go back to Gordon here on 1st down. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line. There to make the tackle, Samson Abukum.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
On 2nd down, they'll run with Gordon. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments.
Hey, left. Set, Delta!
On 3rd down, Rivers. Now he'll dump it underneath off to his running back, complete. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Charger first. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Rivers going to turn and give this one to his running back, Gordon. And down inside the 40 to about the 38. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
And when you get good yardage like that on 1st down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
Now a 2nd down throw for Rivers. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. The Chargers on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. Here it's 3rd and 3. Throwing Rivers. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Nick Vigil in there to pick up his 2nd sack now of the afternoon.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
And, Charles, when you start talking about NFL kickers that have hit from 62 or further, it's a pretty short list, isn't it?
That it is, but how about the trust by a head coach to even let your kicker try from that range? That's really showing a lot of faith that he can get the job done.
Yeah, faith and guts. So here are the Bengals now as they get their first possession of this 2nd half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. Boyd's the target, and he has it over the middle. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Allen looks to throw on 2nd down. Dumps it off to Mixon. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
Well, that was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? 2nd and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
Detroit! Detroit!
Throwing on first down is Allen. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. Call it a 3-yard gain, and that'll make it 2nd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Again, they'll throw with Allen. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
Now the Bengals on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 7.
Gone!
And again, it's Allen. And that's complete to Croft. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A very solid gain of 27. And that's one of his advantages of a passer, is it not? With his height, setting back there in the pocket, firing it over the middle, he can really see everything clearly.
It is, and I know that other quarterbacks get it done different ways, all right? You don't have to be his height to make a great play. But what he does is he takes away having to make those slide steps in the pocket to find angles to throw the ball through. He just throws right over the top of it because he can see everything, and sometimes that saves time and gets the ball to a receiver quicker.
It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and it'll bring up a 2nd down. Allen to throw once more. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. No gain on that one, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Usually the offense has an answer to anything a defense throws at them, including a safety valve, and that's what they did on that play. They went there, but the defense still made an excellent play and held them to no gain.
Now the Bengals on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Now Allen again. He's got his man, Boyd. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another first. This quarterback now, a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. Back now at the StubHub Center in Carson. It's the Bengals. They've got the football, but they trail here as we get rolling in quarter number 4.
Detroit! Detroit!
Mixon with a 1st down carry. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
And that's another stop for the defense, something we've seen all game long. They have been on fire today. No matter what's called by the offense, they've had an answer for it.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Now Allen throwing on 2nd down. And this is complete. It's Marshall. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line.
Well, it's tough to be a defender in today's NFL because there's so many things to account for in today's passing game, including the back sneaking out of the backfield. Not quite as bad as a Turkey Bowl where you have that center-eligible stuff, but still a lot of guys to account for.
So 2 of 2 on 3rd down conversions on this drive, and now they face a 3rd and 3 here. So the shotgun snap to Allen. And they almost had another one. They are all over the football in this game. Nearly another pick. Now 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Gone, 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 gone.
Now Allen, got to have this one. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Melvin Ingram in there to drop him, and he continues to wreak havoc in offensive backfield. Sack number 16 on the year. So Rivers will lead the Chargers up 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line. A first down throw here for Rivers. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a first down.
Well, how about this aggressive approach? Got the lead, 4th quarter, continuing to throw the football. Are you thinking about Super Bowl 51? Atlanta had the lead against New England, and they ended up giving it up?
I was going to say don't say it, but you did say it.
I did, didn't I?
Yeah, anybody watching Atlanta, our apologies.
0. Hey, hot.
First down, Rivers. Incomplete. A turnover would have really helped there. Almost intercepted. Instead, it's just 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10.
Set. Block 15.
That one's 10th carry for Melvin Gordon. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Calling a loss of 2 on the play. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12. From the gun, Rivers. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. They'll get 11, but still a little short. 4th down. I hate to surrender the football when you're nursing a slim lead, but they're going to have to punt it away. Trust that defense.
It's the right play at this stage of the game as well. You don't need to press it here because you do have that little bit of a cushion, and you count on your D to make it stand up.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. A carry here for the big tight end. And he's not even going to come close to picking up the first. They stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Geno Atkins, the Pro Bowler, in there on the stop. Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here. And last time, they had it 4th and goal, rolled the dice, didn't get it. Now they've got to put that behind them, try to put together another drive.
A simple tip of the cap, a nod of the head to the defense. Congratulations, you got us last time. But you didn't hold us the whole time. We got down to position. We were able to be in position to score. Let's go ahead and attack again. Continue to have that kind of confidence. Not worry about the one play that didn't allow them to get into the end zone.
And this time they'll be trying to get it into the end zone. We'll see what they do. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. On 2nd down, here's Allen. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. Clearly wasn't outside of the tackle box. There's your penalty.
And accompanying that penalty, a loss of down.
So now it's 3rd and long, because remember, they also lose it down on the grounding call.
Detroit! Detroit!
Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. And my goodness, another interception. Trevor Williams with a pick. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. So cancel the interception, pass interference.
And you know what else gets canceled? The return yardage. Makes the play, but now it's all for naught.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be taken down just shy of the red zone at the 21. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. They'll run it now out of the gun. It's Melvin Ingram on the tackle.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8.
And now here's another interception. Picked off by Denzel Perryman. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. He's on quite the interception run. He had 2 last week, another one here. Remember, he's not a DB, he's a linebacker.
But how many of those linebackers started as DBs and pumped themselves up into being linebackers? So the ball skills are the same, right? The coverage skills and responsibilities are the same, and he is paying it off in a big, big way.
And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
Rivers incomplete on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 10. Now Rivers going to give it off to Gordon. It's a 1st down and more for Gordon as he'll take it all the way up to the 20-yard line. That one good for 13 and a Charger first.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another 1st down with that run.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And he'll get only a couple up to the 22. And now time is called as we've got an injured Charger down there on the field. We'll step aside and come back to Carson after this. From the 22, here's 2nd and 8. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. Good work to pick up 7 yards there. That gets him into a 3rd and 1 situation. And now this defense try to use the clock to their advantage. They'll take the timeout here with 2:08 left. And then they'll have another stop coming up at the 2-minute warning. Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides.
Load it. Load it. Get hot. Get hot.
They'll try and run it. Here's Gordon. Gordon loses the football. It's loose. And the Bengals have recovered it.
I know you're looking at the scoreboard clock. We're getting near the end of this game. But they ran what was really called 4-minute offense. And that's practice, being taking care of the football, taking time off the clock, not giving them a chance to come back. But bottom line is, what did I say in the beginning? Taking care of the football. That didn't happen.
Didn't do it, a costly turnover. So Rivers will lead the Chargers up 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line. Now a handoff. This is Gordon. Nifty move by Gordon. He's still barreling through. There goes Melvin Gordon. And they're going to have this way down in Cincinnati territory. A big play there by Gordon. And even 50 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Victory formation time for the Chargers. They take a knee. Victory formation time for the Chargers. They take a knee. The storyline in this one, Charles, no doubt the number 0. Zilch, nada. A shutout so hard to do in the NFL.
It really is, and what an accomplishment, because you feel that not just on the defensive side, but as a full team. There's a lot of pride that goes into shutting out an opponent. And how about that 0 on the scoreboard for them, going along with those zeros in the time column too.
So for the home team here, it's a very important win as they move to 9-4 now on the year. So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say so long from Southern California.